Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Lorene. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning back in. In today's video, I'm going to be doing like a first impressions of a brand new foundation that just came out over the weekend, and I'm super excited about it. I actually didn't even know this foundation was coming out because I've never used foundation from this brand before, but when I got my Ulta catalog in the mail, and I saw that it was coming out, I was like, ooh, this sounds pretty interesting. So let's take a look at it, right? So today I'm going to be trying Morphe's brand new Filt'r Effect Soft Focus Foundation. So like I said, I found out about this last week when I got my catalog from Ulta, and it dropped at Ulta on the 31st of January, and it's supposed to be dropping on the 16th, I believe, on Morphe's website. So I'm not going to go too much into what this is because by the time I upload this video, there's going to be a ton of tutorials online. So I actually just want to just get straight into it. But it's real quick. It's supposed to be an oil-free, long-wearing, natural finish foundation. It hydrates the skin, blurs imperfections, and has the ultimate soft focus look. And it also has hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and glycerin in it. So I picked up the shade Rich 28. Now, a lot of the people that were picked to, I guess, be in the campaign for this tutorial was the person that was closest to my shade is Makeup by Shayla. She's still lighter than me though, so it was a little tough, but I found maybe like one or two girls that I wasn't really familiar with, but they tried the foundation, and I just kind of watched some other videos of theirs to see, okay, let me see what other foundation colors that they use in other brands, and based off what they use in other brands, I know to get this. So it was either shade 27, which was a neutral, or shade 28, which is a golden neutral. I am both. I feel like my face has hints a lot of golden in it, and my chest is actually very neutral, so hopefully this will help to bring and bridge the two together. Another thing that made me really excited about this actually was a free gift that you get. So if you buy it at Ulta, you get a free gift, which is the accompanying foundation brush. Now this is like it's called the Filt'r Effect foundation brush. I think this was very unique looking, and I bought it because I love Morphe's foundation brushes. Love them. So if you want me to keep it a stack, I bought this foundation because I wanted the brush. This is a $16 value brush. I'm sure this is going to be part of their regular rotation, but I was more excited about the brush than the foundation, so I said, let me get it, try it, and if I don't like it, I get to keep the brush. I know. Anyway, let's get straight into the swatching. All right, so I took it out of the package, and you can see packaging is very pretty, kind of similar to what you've seen before. It is a pump applicator, so mess free. All right, now I didn't pick up shade 27. Okay, times is hard. I'm not on anyone's PR list yet, so let's just hope this works, and if not, I will be exchanging possibly. Okay, so I am going to swatch it first here. Put it on the back of my hand. Comes out like that. This kind of reminds me of the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. So let's see. Ooh, that is gold. That looks like it matches my sweater. Uh-oh, guys. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for the sake of this video. On one side, I'm going to use it with without concealer, right? As you can see, I have hyperpigmentation on both sides of my face. So I'm going to put one side without it and one side with it to basically like my regular how I normally put foundation on, okay? So let's get to the side that I'm not going to put concealer on first. So I'm going to just add a little bit more. I'm really concerned with how yellow this is, and also how I don't know how y'all girls do first impression videos, because this is wild. So oh, this is kind of messy. Ugh. Or maybe it's just me being messy. I'm also concerned with, of course, how it covers up my hyperpigmentation. That's like a big thing for me. So they say this foundation is medium to full coverage, which is usually what I like. I do medium coverage. I do like a sheer medium coverage if I'm like just doing something simple for the day. And I do full coverage when I'm trying to be outside. So we're gonna take this brush. I'm just gonna blend this in. Oh, this might be too yellow, guys. Oh, I'm gonna use my mirror here on the side because up close. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay. Once you blend it in, it's not so scary. Okay, so it definitely has a skin-like finish. Blurring pores. My main pore issues are these big ones here, and that's hereditary. My sister has it as well, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get rid of them, but my concern is just making my texture look smooth overall. It covered up my hyperpigmentation pretty nicely. Not too bad. I'm gonna add a little bit more and just focus on that little area right there. So I'm gonna add like a little half a pump and just focus on that area. And I'll stipple this in. Not too bad. Not bad at all. All right, so it did blend pretty nicely with my face after all. Okay. Oh, I was scared for a second. All right, so now let's get on this side. But first we're going to correct this right here. So I'm going to use, excuse me, I gotta pick up a brush, I just fell. We're going to use the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Cappicino to color correct. This is probably one of my favorite concealers to correct with. It just has really good coverage. My hyperpigmentation on my cheeks is like a mixture of like, I think it's melasma. Like it's like a shadowy type thing. My mom has that as well. And as well as old acne scars. It's like a clusterfuck of like a bunch of stuff. So I'll put some right here as well. And I'm going to use this actually Morphe brush, this G1 brush. It's like a short, very dense brush, and I just stipple that in. Blend that out. I feel like once I put the foundation over this, the conceal part is gonna look bomb. Like I have a feeling. I hope so. I always put concealer on first because throughout the day, as like your foundation kind of starts to like really melt into the skin and kind of wear it, my hyperpigmentation always decides it wants to pop back up. Okay, so we're gonna take another pump. And now we're going to apply it on this side. So like I said, I've never used Morphe's foundations before. I've always used their brushes as well as their palettes. I have their OG 350 palette, and actually didn't put anyone else. I have their OG 350 palette, and what else do I have? Now this looks like a lot of foundation. It's not. It's kind of not watery, but it's not a thick foundation. So this seems like a lot, but it isn't once you blend it out. So yeah, I've never used Morphe's foundations before because I've been pretty loyal to Fenty. But now that I actually want to explore new foundations, this kind of came out right in the nick of time. I didn't prime my face. And it's a new primer I wanted to use too. We here. Anyway. So this came out right in the nick of time for me to try out some new foundations. I'm really excited. This is what it looks like on this side that's concealed. Like I said, I think this is the side that I'm gonna rock with. So again, still haven't found a foundation that I don't use concealer on first, but this is beautiful compared to, this side is beautiful too. They actually kind of look similar. I'll finish the rest of my face and then I'll be right back. All right, cool. Alright you guys, so here's the finished look. I finished my face up, just did a nice, light, simple, everyday kind of beat. So with the powder on my face, a little highlight, this foundation looks really good. Now I did compare it to my chest, or my décolletage. I found out that's like the fanciful name for it. And as you can see, I had no sun in a good quarantine, okay? That's all I gotta say. So it does look a little bit more, a little darker than my chest, but then I did just put bronzer and everything like that, so whatever. But anyway, what I'm going to do is keep this on for a couple of hours, not all day, because I have oily skin, and as you saw before, I am prime. So it ain't gonna take long before my skin starts to let you know what it really thinks of this foundation. So what I'm gonna be looking for is not necessarily how it holds up oily skin. I'm going to be looking for how long the coverage lasts, right? Especially where my hyperpigmentation is. So I'm going to be looking more so to see if it A, oxidizes more than what you see here, and B, if the coverage holds up. So that's what we're focusing on today, okay? Right now it's 2 o'clock, 2:04 p.m. So give it like 3 hours. So I'll be back around 5, 6 o'clock to show you guys what my face is looking like then. All right, so I'll catch y'all in a little while. All right, y'all, I'm back. It's about 8:25, so about a solid 6 hours and change from when I finished my face earlier. I know I said I was gonna come back in a couple of hours, but I got caught up. So I was cooking, I had stuff to do around the house, I had stuff to do online. So here I am. I'm currently in my bathroom. There's a shower right behind me. I'm tired. I just had dinner. My eyes starting to get heavy. Itis is starting to sleep, slip its way on in. So I'm out to actually wash this off of my face and wind down for the night. But before I do that, as promised, I'm here to let you see how my face fared throughout the day. Okay, so remember, I was out here living life on the edge with no primer, okay? So this is what my face looks like with no primer. I did not go outside. I stayed inside all day. So this is actually what my face looks like after a couple of hours, whether I wear primer or not. That's just simply because I just haven't found like the best primer of all time. So for it to be primer free, this is actually pretty spot on to what my skin normally does. So I'm actually curious to see how it performs with primer. So in some later videos, I'll pull this foundation out when I put primer on, and then we could see how it performs then. All right, so remember, I'm looking for 2 things. I'm looking to see how the color changes throughout the day. Remember, it was the same color as my sweatshirt earlier, and my chest is hella light, so, and neutral. So I wanted to see if it changed at all throughout the day. And 2, I wanted to see the coverage, if the coverage either wore off or kind of maintained itself on my hyperpigmentation. So let's start with the coverage part first. So remember, this side was no color correction, priming of the dark spots, and this side was. So it actually looks pretty good. I see my hyperpigmentation here. I don't know if you guys see it. That's because, we notice things on our bodies that maybe people can't, but I see it a little bit right here. Obviously, here's my bronzing, which I did a good job at today, by the way. So here is the hyperpigmentation here, but it's actually not too bad. It didn't separate, which is something that I noticed with a lot of foundations, is around my hyperpigmentation, it starts to kind of like separate a little bit, but it actually maintained the smoothness. So this actually looks really good. I must say, the foundation throughout the day, this looks like skin. Like, yes, it looks like I have on makeup, but it doesn't look like I have on like makeup. It looks like my skin is clear, or I have a little something in there and I put on like maybe like a BB or CC cream. This looks really good. I kind of also see the Filt'r effect they were going for, and not too much, because I just think these pores is gonna let you know there ain't no filter here, bitch. All right, so but I think that it looks really good. My skin looks healthy in a way. So this is the side that I did conceal first. So it is also covered up. Again, you notice everything on your own body. So I kind of see the hyperpigmentation, but it still looks good. I do kind of notice the difference in foundation products. One thing I've been noticing a lot with my foundations lately, which is hopefully something that I can change, and if you guys can leave any suggestions in the description box, I feel like there's like a little hint of olive here, and I tend to notice it when in areas that I do color correct with my concealer. So maybe I may have to change the concealer, or maybe I have to just not use concealer and just double up on foundation. I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out later, okay? So overall coverage is still great. Again, I'm just gonna push my face up against this camera a little bit so y'all see how my skin looks. It looks very good. This actually makes me realize that my skincare routine is working, right? So the texture, I mean, get into the texture. It's nice and it's smooth, except for, you know, like again, you know, my sunspot marks, whatever, and that it looks good. So I'm happy. As far as the not hyperpigmentation, as far as the color changing and the oxidation, that's what I'm looking for. This, like I said, this looks pretty good. I'm going to pull down my shirt a little bit so y'all can see. I need to be outside, y'all. I haven't had no sun since March. I mean, I've been outside, but I haven't been outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't go to Tulum. No shade to y'all that actually got out the country. I ain't go anywhere tropical. I've literally been in the house, at work, at the grocery store, maybe at the mall. Maybe if I'm feeling froggy, going out to eat. But so hopefully this year we can get a little sun in our bodies. It is a little bit more yellow. Again, this shade is a golden neutral color, and the shade above this, 27, is a neutral. However, I'm afraid to go to 27 because you saw how yellow this was, and it looked like it was a little light before. So I think I might stick with this because this is generally how my foundations look anyway. It's like my safety zone. So I don't think I'm gonna try 27. If you guys want to see me try shade 27 to see if it matches my neck and my chest better, let me know, and I'm willing to risk it all for y'all. Okay. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe with your friends, your families, your coworkers, everybody. All the products that I use will be in the description box below, as well as a link to the foundation. Remember, Ulta has it out right now. You get that free beautiful brush, which that brush is a winner, okay? And it's going to be coming out on Morphe.com on, I believe, is February 16th, excuse me. In the comment section below, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what other content you guys want to see as well. And all that good stuff. All right. So thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video. All right. Be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Love on each other. See y'all. Peace.